Wow. Okay, cool. So y'all haven't heard anything. I haven't been recording at all for the last 3 minutes as I have been talking. That's very funny. Well, welcome to the stream and the chat. I was just doing a recap of the session what we've been doing so far, but now we're going to do a quick little tutorial just to shake the rust off a little bit, and we'll go from there and see if I can actually remember how to do a dodge in this game. There we go. And dive in a little bit more. So last time, our goal this week, as we are getting deeper into Assassin's Creed and Altair, is to get through Act 2. So last time we, in case you miss, it's been going pretty well. The stream's been going pretty well. We've made it, we're about halfway through Act 2, and we're diving in. Last time we took out the slaver at the end of Act 1 and the merchant prince of Damas. And our goal for today is to get through Act 2 in Assassin's Creed. We're a weekly stream. I'm Bruno Falcon with Falcon Fictive. We stream every Thursday at 7:30. At least for now, the goal is to pick that up down the road. But at the moment, we're just doing weeklies in this theoretically 4-year project to get through all of the Assassin's Creed games, talking about both Assassin's Creed, the history inside of the games, inside of the Animus, the sort of the narrative history inside of the fiction, the sort of near future metafiction of what's going on for Desmond, and then in later games what's sort of going on for the characters once Desmond leaves the story ish, and also, sort of what's going on in the context of the game's development, and how it's kind of fascinating that they have quite a bit in common. The other thing that came up last time that I think is kind of, going to end up being an interesting part of the project is that I think each of these gameplays is going to end up being a sort of end up being a roadmap for a YouTube, sort of a YouTube explainer video, a short YouTube, like a 30-minute YouTube video, sort of breaking down my thoughts on sort of the historiography, the gameplay, and all of that.
And infrastructures is a useful way to create an escape route.
And a fun plug attached to that, for those that don't know, one of the things that, is important for doing projects like this is other folks who are doing more rigorous work. And one of those folks is Cameron Kunzelman over at Game Study Buddies and Range Touch, who has written the book, like the academic book on the Assassin's Creed series, called Everything is Permitted, which is currently available for pre-order. If you want to go check out the Range Touch bookshop.org, you can pre-order that. It comes out in November, which I'm very excited to get my hands on when it comes out, because I think that's gonna be, obviously it's not going to inform anything about any of this until it comes out. But I think that based on my awareness of his work and his thoughts on the game, it's going to be interesting to compare those two things, see what he's been thinking about the game, and sort of speak to that and be in conversation with it as we dive deeper into the project. So yeah. Goal at the moment, we're going to dive straight in, go check out the Assassin's Bureau, and then start shaking the rust off, checking out viewpoints, getting a sense of what is happening in the city. Probably get killed by a couple of Templar as we go, as I try to remember how to navigate rooftops without getting attacked by guards. And, just stay excited about being here doing the thing on this rainy Thursday. Keep on yammering and chatting. So far, the technology gods have been kind to us. Seriously considering swapping out this webcam. One of the things I've been noticing is the Logitech Brio, which is what I have been using as a webcam for a while, is a reasonably solid 4K webcam for meetings and things. Is a little bit finicky when it comes to streams. One of the things you're seeing when there's like frame dropping and artifacting is a problem with the refresh rate in the hardware itself. I've tried fixing it with one of the problems that is common is a cable. The cable that it ships with is a USB-C that drops down to USB 3A, and that doesn't seem to be working. So we're going to start poking around with that down the road, but we'll do that after this cutscene. Talk more.
Word has spread of your deeds, Altair. It seems you are sincere in your desire to redeem yourself.
I do what I can.
And sometimes you do it well. I assume it is work that reunites us?
Yes. William of Montferrat is my target. What can you tell me of the man himself?
William has been named regent while the king conducts his war. The people see it as a strange choice given the history between Richard and William's son, Conrad. But I think Richard's rather clever for it.
Clever how?
Richard and Conrad do not see eye to eye on most matters. Though they are civil enough in public, there are whispers that each intends evil upon the other. And then, there was that business with Akkar's captured Saracens. In its wake, Conrad has returned to Tyre, and Richard has compelled William to remain here as his guest.
You mean his hostage?
Whatever you wish to call it, William's presence here should dissuade Conrad from acting out.
I've never been one for politics.
But surely you realize your every action shapes the course of this land's future. You are a politician too, in your own way.
As you wish. Now where would you suggest I begin my search?
Richard's Citadel, southwest of here. Or rather, the market in front of it. You'll find the Cathedral of the Holy Cross in that direction as well. It's a popular place and should be filled with talkative citizens. Finally, try the border to the west, where the Chain and Hospitaller districts meet. That should start you on your way.
Very well. I won't disturb you further.
It's no trouble at all.
All right. So diving in, and interestingly enough, we're diving into our fifth target, who's also the second, based on any actual historical figure. I don't have too much to add about William of Montferrat, but we'll get into it a little bit as we dive into play. And start poking around in the maps. So outside of the Assassin's Creed games, I've been playing. I was talking on stream last week. I'm not really playing. I'm trying to avoid playing anything modern at the moment because, whenever I play anything contemporary, I was finishing up Shadows, and it makes my game play garbage. But been playing back through Mass Effect, which has been nice. It's really nice to revisit Mass Effect, sort of go back and do the old school again. It's been a little bit since I played it. I also recently dove into KOTOR 2 along with also put KOTOR 2 along with the restored content mod, which I'd never gotten around to playing, up on the whatchamacallit, Steam. Never gotten around to playing it, and one of the podcasts that I like to follow, More Civilized Age, recently started playing it as they've taken a break from some of their show content. It's nice to dive back in. So been doing a little bit more of that, but mostly RPGs, and we're still getting the streams. As we're anticipating the Switch 2 coming out, I have been thinking about doing some like weekday Zelda streams. I still have the N64 and I have the N64 and my original Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask cartridges. So I'm considering doing a physical playthrough of those because I've also never played Wind Waker. I'm a huge fan of the Zelda franchise, never played Wind Waker, even though I've heard that it is a phenomenal game. And so getting a playthrough of that in the bag and doing it on stream seems like a really fun thing to do, especially as a like daytime stream that I'm actually trying to like 100% and do a little bit more of. What up, Tom? Good to see you, my man. Let's see if I can find a viewpoint down here so I can actually start figuring out where stuff is. Alrighty. But good to be back. So, yeah, we're actually dealing with another, we're actually dealing with another historic figure assassination, which this week I have under-researched, but we'll do a little bit of that live as we're dealing with some cutscenes and we get into it a little bit more. And I do my best not to get killed while trying to find a viewpoint so I can actually get into some of this investigation.
Fortune favors me today. God only knows what foul deeds those men intended to commit. Good of you to arrive when you did, stranger. I'll see to it that my husband hears of your bravery.
Also, another great example of the ways in which the VO writing for some of the citizens in this space can be really weirdly lopsided. Because, like, that was... Sometimes it's like, thank you for saving me. That's it. And then it's like, I have a paragraph of text that I want to show off. Okay, where the fuck is the viewpoint? Because I swear to... it's one of those days, guys. It's one of those days where, okay, there's a church, there's a tower, there's a viewpoint. Okay, we're gonna climb a thing so that we can see a thing. It's gonna happen. It's gonna fucking happen. We're gonna see it. And let's get up this tower. No, wait, come on, keep climbing, keep fucking... Really? And now we're running into other fun things about the game, which is the ways in which it really doesn't signal where your climbing... where your climbing points are cut off. Right? So this is one of the big frustrations, and right, this is a great moment. I have a feeling, and we'll see as we get into this. I think this might be a mechanics heavy friction day in the game, because I think we're going to start running into two things. One is So we're in the phase of game design stuff that where everything's like gray and brown, right? And that means that it's really hard to differentiate between like different aspects of the architecture that you're navigating around. The other is that everything is kind of repetitive. So the game starts to try to add in difficulty as you're moving around the open world by making it sort of like subtly challenging to navigate through space. And the physics is a little bit wonky. So it's a little bit harder to get from place to place. And so and the game increasingly doesn't flag when you can and cannot climb up or around things. So you get into positions like this where it's like, it seems like because I can was able to turn that corner. And there we go. We're doing our fun little jumping from place to place thing. Because I was able to turn one corner for a minute, the assumption is that I should be able to turn another corner. And I know from previous experience that I can get up on top of this building, but it doesn't want to let me do that right now. So now I've just got to figure out how to do it and not do that. So I think there's a chance today is going to be a high friction day, but that's okay. It also means that we're also getting to the place where the investigations increasingly become repetitive, and the payoff for that repetition decreases. So we're going to start by checking out what this guy has to say and beating the shit out of him. And remember, we're praying to hide so as not to raise suspicion while we follow this man into a space to beat him up. Falcon Friction is an X-rated stream that we don't generally advertise. No. I mean, I guess like a $500 Patreon tier. You want to pay me $500 a month to do like an X-rated Twitch stream? All right. Wait, I'm hearing from my agent that no. The answer is no. Sorry, I'm hearing from my agent that the answer is no.
Paladin, a plague upon his people. We came in peace to the Holy Land to spread the message.
I'm sorry, apparently 500 is too low. Look, it's just that I'm very good at naming things. The whole Falcon plus F sound additional word is just a really good naming convention. Anyway, let me go beat up this dude with a bad haircut. Come on.
Stop. Enough. What is it you want? Gold? I've a few pieces on me. Take them.
Oh God, his hair is so bad.
But information.
I know nothing.
You know William. Tell me how to reach him.
It's impossible. He meets with the king.
And when will the king be gone?
Today. But it won't help you. They're sure to argue. And then William will retire to lecture the soldiers. So it always goes. Richard berates William. William berates his men. He won't see you.
I already told you. I need to see William. I never said he needs to see me.
Then our business is done.
Not yet, I'm afraid. There's one last thing I need from you.
What is it?
Your life.
I love doing a good murder. Okay. That's done. Now let's see if we can get some sort of viewpoint. It is very frustrating that they haven't flagged any of those. Let's see if I can get any sort of climbing height here. Come on, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Yes. Oh yeah, that's a good point. So at some point we are going to do, so this is some Friday in the future, not this week, but sometime down the road, we are going to do I am going to drag my lovely wife Val onto stream, and we are going to do the a live stream of the Colonel Sanders dating sim, the two of us playing jointly, along with a KFC dinner. Time and date TBD, because some of our lovely friends and fans insisted that, you know, hey, it would be fun if Bruno was like, hey, what should I play while I'm feeling kind of bored and want to figure out what game to play? They were like, the KFC dating sim. And then I, you know, decided, sure, if you send us some chicken sometime, we'll do it. So at some point, keep an eye out for that. I'll make sure to post both on Instagram and on, you know, I'll post on all the places before that happens. I promise I won't let anyone miss it. It's going to be a fun time when we get there. Far more fun than the pain of finding places to climb in this particular gaming experience. Yeah, this is, so I remember the first time I played Assassin's Creed, this was the point at which I was like, you know, maybe I don't have to do everything. Like, this was the moment where I was like, this is hard and it's not exactly the most rewarding thing. It's kind of a pain in the ass, because it really, you know, they really do make all of the, like, oh, is this not even a viewpoint? Is this just a fucking, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Yeah, cool. Okay. Yep. This is just going to be one of those days. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Look, this is fine. This is the thing. Look, we fail. So what do we do when we fall down, Master Your Way, and we get back up? That sounded even worse in my head. God. Wow. It's really fun to think that I, like, generally think of myself as being kind of good at this, and today I feel so bad. Can you climb? Do you know how to climb? Okay, climb this thing. Get the flag while we're up here, because at least then maybe we'll move towards some additional Nope. Yep. Yep. Cool. Throw myself off a building again. Is there? Okay. Yes. Cool. We're gonna keep on going. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna just drop down. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna just Nope. Okay. Yes, right. We've leveled enough to the point where we have the grasp ability, where as long as we're close to a wall, we can still grasp things. Okay, now let's see. We're gonna find a tower. We're gonna find a tower with a little thingy sticking out of it, and then that will let us see more of the map so that we can find more investigations, so we can kill this guy and move on. A couple things to know about William Marquis. like not a ton to talk about. He was apparently the youngest son of he was the youngest son of one of the Byzantine. Okay, no, we'll get to that after I. Yep, can't do two things at once. I'm gonna fight these guys, and then we're gonna talk about William. Cool. Yes. Stab, slash. This is such good content. Everyone's loving it. Yes. Excellent. Okay.
Good you came along when you did. Another minute made off with me.
All right. So, William Marquis of Montfort. So, he was.
Something caught your eye?
He was basically the youngest son of a noble inside of the Holy Roman Empire. He was the nephew or cousin of one of the popes. It's the encyclopedia articles that I was reading were not entirely clear on that and had a couple of conflicts because going between Britannica and jumping between Britannica and unfortunately Wikipedia, which is like kind of the best. Like Wikipedia is now like one of the best encyclopedias on the internet. It's so dumb. Whoa. Why are there now 6 guys? What? There was 1 guy. Why are there 6 guys? This, okay. Cool. Yep. Nope. Cool. Not today, Satan. Okay, cool. Yep. But yeah, he's another one of those historical. He's a historical figure that is meant to tie in the Holy Roman Empire to the narrative. He did historically die in 1191. We do have record that he died in 1191, but we don't have much other information about him, other than that, the game is positioning him correctly in terms of his leadership role and other things, but not too much else. So, good God. Anyway. Sorry. Wow. Brain. Cool. This is one of those moments where, like, again, the history inside of the game is actually like the history of his particular history is less important because he's mostly placed in the game as a historical figure representing the ways in which sort of the political interconnectedness between European nobility and the church was rife for corruption, and that becomes a way of producing shorthand for the Templar as corrupted power structures and institution. And part of what's interesting is that, the Third Crusade is the setting for this for Assassin's Creed because of the establishment of the Assassin Order historically. But the Third Crusade is also a time where, compared to the other time periods that the early Assassin's Creed games would go into, there isn't as much history known. Like when you get it, once we get into Renaissance Italy, once we get into the Ottoman Empire and Constantinople, once we get into the American Revolution, there's just so much more recorded information that has survived and is not, and it has consistent corroboration. That is fucking cool. I feel like that's, Wikipedia does feel like one of like the last bastions of, oh, thank fucking God. I've never been so happy to see a weird wooden thing jutting out of a fucking tower. It's really weird that he's squatting that way on it, but I could not give fewer shits. Anyway, okay. Now we're going to go find this other viewpoint, and then I'm going to go talk to this informant, and then we're going to go from there. Let me tell you. So part of the reason I'm in a bit of a mood today, just because, I did not do as much research as I should have on the stream. And, I have to fill the content with something, is that our puppy, River, our second dog, is almost 5 months old and has apparently just decided to be in a state of constant teething and is on the molars, which is fun. And by fun, I mean awful. And early in the day was just an absolute peach, like truly a gem. When she started getting herself wound up and being a bit of a pill, would literally like put herself in the crate and, be like, okay, cool, I need to unwind. And so I'd put a treat in there with a toy, close the door, she'd whine for a minute, and then it would be fine. It was fine. And she did this twice. And then, as I was trying to work on an edit, for actual paid work, she decided, you know what? No, I'm going to destroy all 3 of the big weird chairs that you don't love, but that you don't really it's not like you're going to replace them with anything right now. And she just sort of decided to systematically start unstuffing them from the bottom, no matter what I did to try. And I was like, here's a frozen carrot. Here's a giant ice cube. Here's a toy. Here's a treat. Here's what, please, for the love of God, what do you want from me? And I just couldn't, it took a 2-mile walk, and dinner to get her to just calm the fuck down enough, or not dinner, a 2-mile walk and what should have been dinner, but was just a nap, to get her to calm down enough to be like, okay, cool. I'm not going to just be a giant, pain in the ass. And so it's made for an interesting day. Now I wish I could say that that's the reason why I under-researched for today, but the answer to that is much simpler, which is that I forgot that doing the stream involved reading, and I had a script to work on and a writing project and a edit project to work on, and so I had to do, I did those things instead, which is good. It's all good. Everything's great. And you guys are here. You're not worried about it. You're just here to hang out with me and watch me be kind of a fool on stream, as I flail around and can I assassinate him from here? No, man. Really excited for when they let you do damage in 3-dimensional space. That's the fun part, when they start letting you do that in the next game. This whole you have to be on the same plane to do damage thing is limiting. But anyway, do. Ooh. Okay. All right. And I said I was going to get the soundboard up. Didn't do that either. Just sort of missing a lot of marks this week. I don't know about you guys, but if you've been paying any attention to the world out there, it's bad, super not motivating to doing things, but we're all here and we're all together, and that's great. That means we're here and together, and that means stuff is could be we're here, we're doing stuff. Yeah. Try not to lose the thread while I'm climbing this tower. Climbing the tower. Cool. But for this round, so for the sake of not losing my mind entirely as I just sort of meander and ramble, what I'm going to do is I'm going to climb this tower. We're going to do another investigation and then we're just going to go straight into doing the assassination, because we're gonna get through this target. We're gonna try and get through the other target, because then there are a lot of cutscenes in this section. I do just want to keep plugging along, and honestly, like, let's see. Who knows? Maybe we get through this one and we're like, yeah, I'm good. Like, we can get out of Assassin's Creed 1, because you know what? It does get exhausting doing these investigations that are exactly the same over and over and over again in these mechanics that are kind of clunky and painful and clunky. Oh no. Oh, I am sorry about that. I hope they're feeling better. And that it's not blowing up, doesn't continue to blow up the weekend. Because I can imagine that like on a long weekend that can, oh, come on. No, I will never apologize to the dead man on the parapet. Not one time. Okay. Yeah, I mean, although a dead guy on a parapet is a great way to ruin a weekend. Yo, okay. We real quick. This is not a real segment, but this is I have a pitch. It's Weekend at Bernie's, but it's just the remaining cast of A Knight's Tale. It's just the remaining cast of A Knight's Tale, and it's Alan Tudyk playing the Bernie role, and it's just them it's just them doing, like, it's same setting, same everything, and it's just, you know, it's basically just they've done a little bit to normalize the dialogue so that it's like in that space, and it's just sort of, I don't know. Am I just describing like a weird take on King Ralph? I don't know. Is this something? This is nothing. This is nothing. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like it's just sort of, really, I'm just saying, like, what if Alan Tudyk was, or it's sort of like, what if A Knight's Tale meets Swiss Army Man, almost, is kind of the thing that I think I'm describing here. I don't know if that's good. But it's what comes to mind when I think about a dead man on a parapet ruining a weekend. Man, I love that Daniel Radcliffe has basically decided to just do weird shit with his life. It makes me happy about the state of the world. I will say, so I you know, and thankfully I doubt that we've reached the point where AI is just scraping every Twitch stream for movie ideas. But if this gets stolen from me, I guess I wouldn't be too sad, because I don't think anybody's going to make it, but whatever. My consummate pitch for a film is a film where Daniel Radcliffe and Elijah Wood play estranged brothers who are reunited as they're cleaning out their late father's house. But their late father, played by Peter Capaldi, is haunting both of them, and both of them refuse to acknowledge it to the other. And so, like, both of them are being haunted. Both of them can see their late father. Both of them refuse to acknowledge that this is happening. And so it's this sort of dark comedy of errors as they are both sort of dealing with the extent to which they are willing to have a relationship with each other, while also trying to avoid the fact that they don't want to admit that they are being haunted by their late father, so that they look, they're worried about looking crazy in front of the other, which I think is just, a very funny concept, because I think they would both pull it off incredibly well. And yeah. And I think Peter Capaldi would play a really funny ghost.
What news?
Grim, I finished my scout. A direct assault won't work.
What's the trouble?
Archers. He's got them all over the fortress. And no easy way to reach them. They'd pick us off before we've made it 10 feet inside.
You've kept a record, yes?
Aye, I've marked their positions on a map.
Oh, also TM in case AI is listening.
Very well. I'll go at once.
Stay strong, brother.
Yes, and you.
Nothing to see here. I'm just praying. Very pious. So demure. I know, but like, you know, I don't know. Someday maybe there will be courts again. God. Wait, how did you get it? Never mind. I don't. I want to know, but I kind of don't want to know. I mean, it's terrifying that. What's terrifying is that I bet you could get AI to regurgitate the first chapter of Game of Thrones, but using exclusively the character names from the Hunger Games. I bet you could get it to do that in a way that was just bad. Like it's just it's literally just. I don't know. Is that better or worse than just regurgitating the first chapter of Game of Thrones? I don't know why that comes to mind as something that you would do instead. It just feels like I don't know. AI is bad, and I hate it. That's not true. It's a tool, but it's a tool that's being made worse constantly, all the time by people. Such hot garbage. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, now I need to double check and see. Okay, that's coming through okay. A little clippy, but not too bad. Okay. And we're off. And we're going to try and do a different one. Let's see if it'll let me pickpocket. Go, 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 go. Damn it. Okay. Yep. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. We'll do a different one. Poisoned that space. Yeah, turns out you can't go back and pickpocket around where you have a whole bunch of dead bodies that you made. Ugh, brutal. Come on. Okay. Go. Nope. Okay. Yep. There we go. Yep. And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2. Nope. Yep. Stabby. Slashy. Get him. Go. Okay, let's go try this one more time. Did all the bodies disappear? No, they did not. Okay, so the bodies didn't disappear. Okay. Alrighty. We're gonna go somewhere else until somebody else cleans this up, because that's gonna keep happening until we do. It does make sense. Like, at least there's the internal consistency of, like, Altair learned some important things about how, look, the early Assassin Brotherhood didn't do a great job of, like, hiding bodies. And so later iterations of the Assassin's Brotherhood learned how to hide bodies. And so, at least, like, that becomes more of a thing. Ooh, okay, cool. I guess we're gonna run and get more flags. Oh, fuck, I hate this guy.
To do your dirty work. This time, Al-Mualim did not order
This guy
anything.
really sucks.
For my own pleasure that I ask you to find some Masyaf flags I've hidden in Richard's district. Since I am a loyal assassin unlike others, I will tell you what people are saying in Akka. It is important information. But this time, try to come back to me faster than the first time.
Okay, let's go find the flags. Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo. Okay. Flags. Again, it is weird. It does feel a lot easier than it used to. Now, maybe that is all about to change because it was, in the early game. But let's find out, because maybe I do think that there is something to the fact that the free run controls, while they were a little bit sticky, like I think it was also a limitation of the controllers. Like, the playing with the newer controller does seem to have a pretty notable impact on the. Like, wait, where's the last flag? Okay, it's just that the notification was delayed. Alrighty.
Your hard work is changing my opinion.
Yeah, wow, that was so much easier than I remember it being. Kind of terrifying, actually. Okay.
Then William stays in his citadel, surrounded by his army. Do you have what it takes to attack him in this protected environment? We'll see, but I am still doubtful.
Also, that angle demonstrates that that guy has, like, a really good mustache, and I'm kind of sad that we don't get to see it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're gonna go clear off this viewpoint. I'm gonna think about my life's choices, the things that have brought me to this moment. I did finally finish Andor and then watch Rogue One, which, wow, talk about a movie that is A, very different in hindsight, and B, wait, no, there was a viewpoint up here and I just fucking missed it. Oh my God, I'm so pissed. Spoilers for no spoilers for Andor. No spoilers for Andor, but Rogue One is a very different watch after season 2 of Andor, but also is, I think, it's a lot harder. Like, Rogue One, I had not revisited Rogue One in a long time, and the fact that movie is definitely, like, that movie does not hold up as well as I remember it holding up, in part, I think, because of all of the rewrites, because Man Oh Man is it just, like, you can feel all of the like, you can feel it. You can feel once you get to the scene Right. Once you get to the scene where Jin is giving the speech inside of the rebel inside of like the rebel base, it's like, okay, cool. There's like 2/3 of a movie that I didn't see that is being referenced here. And it's just kind of unfortunate because it's like again, this is the problem of sort of the early Disney takeover of Star Wars, which is like there was very little confidence in just sort of letting people do the thing and make the thing, which meant that stuff. I think you had stuff that just ended up being weakened by that lack of trust, because like it could have been, we'll never see the version of that movie that might have been a more serious film, in the same way that we'll never see the Solo movie that was probably a much sillier heist film. And that's just kind of unfortunate. And I'm very mad that apparently I was at this viewpoint and just kind of threw myself off of it like a fool. But here we are, sometimes you got to climb a tower twice just for fun, just for grins. What else are we going to do on a Thursday night other than see the heights, climb to the tallest tower? There we go. Still totally gives me a hit of serotonin every time I do it. Okay. And I need 3 investigations. All right. Let's see. Is there a leap of faith available? Yes, there is. We can go this way. There we go. All right. Let's see if there's a one more investigation that isn't a pickpocket, because I keep... Good gravy. Because I keep not being able to do any of the pickpockets. Apparently, I'm just lacking in subtlety. Come on, dude. I keep lacking in subtlety today. I keep running into... How did you hear about it? Guy's running across town to try and hit me with his sword. What did I do to you? I mean, before this. Clearly, I did something to you now. Now I've done a murder. Okay. Actually, so it is interesting. So this has got me thinking about like games being hard for the sake of being hard, which I think was, which is a thing that I think about in terms of, games of this particular era. Challenge for challenge's sake. It's sort of part of what I think of when I think of like the birth of the roguelike, and which is something I also associate with the early 2000s. And this I will need to look into because I don't have it off the dome, but I wonder if that is, a part of sort of the repetitive and cyclical nature of Assassin's Creed. I like, especially if I wasn't on stream, I don't think it would bother me nearly as much, in part because it's sort of like, it makes me think of an XP loop. It makes me think of like, okay, cool. If I need to grind for experience, it's not that dissimilar from what you're getting in doing a run of like clearing out each of the districts here to try and get a full DNA sync. Oh God. I don't think I've ever, like, that was not my flavor. That was super not my flavor of game. Back in the day, I was a big StarCraft 2 kid. That was big in the lexicon. Like Warcraft 3. I was big like Blizzard. Blizzard was a big deal. The original like Age of Empires 2, like the original Fable was a big one for me. Czar, oh man, which I don't even know if you can get anymore. I have no idea. Like I haven't even looked for that on Steam. But that was a big one. If I wanted to go in there, I need to find a group of monks to follow. Well, okay, so you're over there. Okay, well, oh shush, you're fine. Well, I have to find a way in without killing them. Don't I? Well, okay. Where's a harassed person so I can murder the people bothering that harassed person so that they can bring their sons / siblings / friends around so that I can sneak in. I can hear their protestations. Also, I feel like these people are not like, look, I'm not running that fast, and I feel like you're just bad at carrying boxes. I feel like that's what's happening here. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, well, where do you come from? Okay, fine. All right.
It's good you came along when you did.
Who did that?
Another minute and they'd have made off with me.
Well, no, okay. Damn. Dammity damn. Said a dammity damn. How am I going to get into here? I guess I'm going to go up and over. Yep. Up and over it is. Alrighty. I'm guessing that, yeah, there's got to be a hole or something. Yeah. Oh, right.
Let you come and go as you please. I thought the fortress was closed to all.
But William wishes to have repairs completed as soon as possible. It's been to our advantage.
The perfect cover. It's clever.
Anyway, I've finished my report and should deliver it.
For once, it seems things might go our way, and not by accident.
Well, the Bible does say God helps those who help themselves.
Nah, it doesn't, actually. That's from one of Aesop's fables. The Bible says quite the opposite, in fact. Many passages of being patient and faithful and waiting for the Lord to decide if he wishes to assist.
Well, I say we've waited long enough.
You'll hear no argument from me.
Very well. I'm off then.
Yeah, I do find the funny little Bible humor very good. Okie dokie. All right, we're going to call that a sufficient investigation and move on. The constantly looming threat of I will spend a weekday or two once we get towards the end, just like 100%ing back memories remains. We'll see how that goes. And if that happens, but you know, worst case scenario is the no. And we'll just move on. It's okay. I don't have to 100% these games for these streams. Or at least those don't have to be like in the primary sequence of what we're doing here, to keep us from getting into the next thing. Mostly because I think that I'm kind of itching to get into AC2. Oh, and pardon me while I stretch, as I've been sitting here for an hour. Okay, because now we're gonna go do another murder. I'm trying to remember what this one is. So this is a fortress fight. I think this is one of the things that I think, and again, this is another sort of to reinforce the I'm very excited about moving, as I'm feeling more excited about moving into the next games. One of the things that you sort of get more and more, that one of the things that future games build on, and then subsequently kind of let go of when you get into sort of the modern games, is like when you get into the idea of 100% synchronization, especially on a memory by memory basis, you start to get into the like unique ways in which assassinations can happen, which I am very excited to start playing around with, because like that's where it starts getting interesting and fun. Like, particular people are targeted from crowds, and there's a mechanical interest. It's mechanically interesting to do things in different ways, and so yeah, looking forward to getting into that. Also trying to figure out how to talk about stuff while getting pushed over by a drunk dude in there, which is a good time, if not a fast time. But yeah. It's really starting to feel like summer out here, though. No, Bruno, no. You're talking about the weather. You're talking about the weather while you're sitting in your basement playing a video game. You could talk about the weather mechanics and the weather engine. Like, look at the beautiful haze being produced by the atmospheric fucking dynamics inside of the game. No, Bruno, no. You're not allowed to talk about the weather on stream. God. You'd think I'd never done improv. You'd think I didn't know how to yes and myself. It's really unfortunate. Next thing I'm going to start setting up a transaction scene with myself. I'm going to try and buy a banana from myself. It'll be great. The unfortunate thing is that I now have too many bananas. Although the puppy does like an occasional piece of banana, which is kind of cute. Not as much as carrots, which is entertaining. Never had a dog that liked carrots before.
Altair, what brings you back so soon?
I've done as asked and armed myself with knowledge.
Speak, and I will judge.
William's host is large, and many men call him master. But he's not without enemies. He and King Richard do not see eye to eye.
It's true, they've never been close.
This works to my advantage. Richard's visit has upset him. Once the king has left, William will retreat into his fortress to brood. He'll be distracted. That's when I will strike.
You're sure of this?
As sure as I can be. And if things change, I'll adapt.
Then I give you leave to go. End the life of Montferrat, that we may call this city free.
I'll return when the deed's been done.
Fast forwarding memory for more reason.
It is kind of frustrating that they don't explain anything about the feathers at this point. Would be nice to like know what's going on there. But here we are. So we're gonna go kill William. Oh, jolly Prince William. God. And I was such a fool running around trying to find a viewpoint. There was one right fucking here. Look at this. I could have just gone right fucking here. Although, wow, wait a second. So this game came out in 2007. We were still printing out Yeah. So the feathers. Okay, the feathers. So the assassins, you basically take a white feather with you every time and coat it in blood for the kill. And they don't explain it in this game at all. You get into it a little bit in future games. It's kind of an aesthetic thing. It connects in with the eagles. But like, to my recollection, and maybe we get into it a little bit at some point, but I have no recollection of it being explained in this game, even a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they do, but I not that I remember. Also, I'm realizing that one of the funny things about like my frustration with the minimap and like the map fog is that so this game came out in 2007, which means we were all still printing out directions from MapQuest. Which is wild. Like it's a wild thing to think about, the fact that like the GPS nature of the maps, like the maps in these games still felt like the fact that you could go up and like unfog the map with a viewpoint was still pretty cool relative to, you know, well, how do I know how to get somewhere I've never been before in the real world? I mean, I don't have to have like an atlas or a paper map necessarily, but I still have to like print out directions from MapQuest. It's not my phone. I don't have GPS. Probably. I mean, by 2007, maybe I do, but most of us were still not. You know, most of us still didn't have a GPS in the car. They were stupid expensive. They weren't always super accurate. They didn't always connect to everything. You could put weird voices in them. That was fun. I remember there was a brief period of time where Darth Vader or Samuel L. Jackson or I think Big Bird for a little while could be the voice of your GPS system. But yeah. It is wild to think how much that real world tech has also impacted like my relationship with minimaps, because I feel like part of my frustration with, you know, not having not having access to like all of the quest markers or like easy unfogging access in maps, at least as like part of a built-in friction mechanic, is tied into the fact that I can just pull it up in Google Maps. You know, it's just there. Yeah, Big Bird. Big Bird was in Google Maps. Not Google Maps. What were those things called? I can't even remember. Yes, garments. God, and I remember some of the older ones were big and bulky, and they had antennae that you had to like run along. Like I remember my dad's Garmin had a big antenna you had to run sort of out your front window and sticky onto the windshield of your car. It was wild.
I was told they would be held as prisoners and used to barter for the release of our men.
The Saracens would not have honored their end of the bargain. You know this to be true. I did you a favor.
Oh, yes. A great favor indeed. Now our enemies will be that much stronger in their positions. Fight that much harder.
I know our enemy well. They will not be emboldened, but filled with fear.
Tell me, how is it you know the intentions of our enemies so well? You who forsake the field of battle to play at politics.
I did what was right, what was just.
You swore an oath to uphold the work of God, William. But that is not what I see here. No. I see a man who's trampled it.
Your words are most unkind, my liege. I would hope I might have earned your
truly.
by now.
You are Arca's regent, William, set to rule in my stead. How much more trust is required? Perhaps you'd like my crown.
You missed the point! But this is nothing new.
Much as I'd like to waste my day trading words with you, I've a war to fight. We'll have to continue this another time.
Do not let me delay you then, Your Grace.
So that was Richard the Lionhearted.
Send word that I wish to speak with the troops. We must ensure that everyone is doing their part. Warn them that any negligence will be severely punished. I'm in no mood to be trifled with today. Yes, my lord. The rest of you, follow me.
Right. Okay, cool. I'm remembering some of the history that I had forgotten, but had looked up previously. So during the Third Crusade, there was a planned exchange of prisoners, and William, who was the steward of Acre at the time, because of a series of political missteps, put all 300 of the Crusaders prisoners to the sword, which basically ruined Richard's bargaining position when it came to, oh, seriously, come on. I'm just gonna let them kill me so that I can start from where we were. So put all 300 of them to the sword, which ruined Richard's bargaining position when it came to increasing a foothold in Jerusalem at the time, which was wild and kind of stupid, but also is sort of in line with what the game is setting up the Templar to be. Sort of this idea of, we have these prisoners, our goal here is to invoke fear and lead through control is one of the archetypes of Templar leadership. Yes. There we go.
Take your time. When moving slowly,
Okay. And now we can go in here. Yes. Get the hidden blade equipped. And let's see. Oh, right. The blend doesn't work. It's the gentle push is the thing that I'm looking for. And I think, can I blend with these guys? Let's see where this loop takes us. Okay. Nowhere useful. Okay. Yeah. He's not here. He's over there. Oh. Right. Praying. Okay, so I need to get up there. And up there.
I see the way you train. You lack conviction and forbidden for you to be here. Gossip and gambling. Tasks set to are unfulfilled or poorly performed. This ends today. I will not suffer further degradation at his hands. For whether or not you see it, and you should, this is your fault. You've brought shame upon us all. Skill and dedication are what won us up, and they will be required to keep it. I have been too lenient, it seems. But no more. You will train harder and more often. If this means missing meat, missing sleep,
all right.
So be it. Try to fail in these tasks. You will learn the true meaning of discipline.
Can I kill him from here?
I must make examples of some of you to ensure obedience.
No.
The two of you stand accused of whoring and drinking while on duty. What say you to these charges?
My lord, please. We meant no harm. We forgot ourselves.
It will not happen again.
No.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yep, nope, I can't. That's frustrating. Alright, well, we'll just do it the hard way. The lack of air assassination, which maybe I'm just totally forgetting how to do this, but it's fine. We'll do the murdering the sword way and kill a full garrison of people, and that'll be fine. It's fine. Sometimes you just gotta kill an entire garrison, and that's what it is. The problem is also that there are like 3 guys in this fight that have our target's haircut, and so who knows where he is. I think he's there. Yeah, that's him. Nope, apparently that's not him. No. Yes, it's a stealth game. Come on. Okay. Wild. Fun. Good. Dying. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. Don't fall down. No. Yes. Stabby, stabby. Stab, stab. Wait, what? Okay. I know this is really great content because I'm very focused and therefore talking very... all right, there we go. Oh.
Your schemes are at an end.
What do you know of my work?
I know that you were going to murder Richard and claim Akka for your son Conrad.
For Conrad, my son is an ass, unfit to lead his host, let alone a kingdom.
Okay.
The Oncino is no better, blinded as he is by faith in the insubstantial. Akka does not belong to either of them.
Then who?
The city belongs to its people.
How can you claim to speak for the citizens? You stole their food, disciplined them without mercy, forced them into service under you.
Everything I did to prepare them for the new world. Stole their food? No. I took possession so that when the lean times came, it might be rationed properly. My district is without crime, save those committed by you and your ilk. And as for the conscription, they were not being trained to fight. They were being taught the merits of order and discipline. These things are hardly even.
No matter how noble you believe your intentions, these acts are cruel and cannot continue.
We'll see how sweet they are, the fruits of your labors. You do not free the cities as you believe, but rather damn them. And in the end, you'll have only yourself to blame. You who speak of good intentions.
One of the things that's been interesting on this playthrough is it does feel like the game, and I think this is less and less true as you get into future Assassin's Creed games, but like I think that this Assassin's Creed thinks that like Assassin's Creed, the original Assassin's Creed game and really thinks that the Templar are probably right in this moment, and I think that that is kind of fascinating, and that is that's interesting given who the Templar are inside of the Crusades. I mean, like, it's not like it's not like the Templar Order is restricted to Crusaders. It is leadership on all sides of the conflict, because I mean, also thinking of the Crusaders as a truly and purely unified entity is kind of is true to an extent, and then also not in an interesting way. But yeah, I think that it's clever in that I think it does a lot of work to create strong, plausible deniability for the way Ubisoft is going to set up the assassins moving forward through the rest of the game, and kind of create a space where it's easy for Desmond to be put in the position of sort of seeing Vidic's perspective being taken in by inevitable betrayals, and by some of the ways in which, no, come on, motherfuck, I literally just slipped off the roof, you dick. It's fine. But yeah, I think that's going to be, it's interesting. It's interesting to see how all of those things inevitably come together. Come on, you can do it. And also how we start to see that is kind of fall apart as we get into the later games. I think as we get into the later games, the Templar become kind of caricatures of themselves in a way that we then have to sort of, the games then have to dial back so that there's a little bit more narrative interest. Because otherwise, by the time you get to, I do think that by the time you get to some of the villains in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, you're getting into this kind of cartoony space of, intense caricature inside of Renaissance stereotype that I think is harder and harder to play serious. But we'll talk about that later when I can focus on it and not be running away. And hiding. Now the question is, are those guys going to get out of here with enough time so that I can... All right. Are the rooftops clear? Everybody's gone. Okay. Cool. And we jump. And we drop. Drop. B button. Okay, cutscene. Here we go.
What news?
William of Montferrat is dead, and with him his plans for betrayal.
You've done well keeping Akka from his hands.
Now, when the Crusaders require unity most.
Stretch.
Waited for what? For Richard to return and discover his schemes? No. It was the perfect time for him to strike.
Strange. I was sure he meant to take Akka for Conrad. But he claimed this was not his plan.
You cannot trust the words of a snake, which even in death produces revenge.
I should discuss this with Al-Muallim.
Yes, my friend. Make haste for Masyaf. I am sure he is eager for news.
And now we go.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
All right. And now we head to Masyaf. Time to boogie. Yes. We fast forward to Masyaf.
When you're out of knives, Refine your stock by returning to Messiah, or by pickpocketing thugs.
And hope for the best.
Come, Altair. I would have news of your progress.
I've done as you've asked.
Good, good. I sense your thoughts are elsewhere. Speak your mind.
Each man I'm sent to kill speaks cryptic words to me. Each time I come to you and ask for answers. Each time you give only riddles in exchange, but no more.
Who are you to say no more?
I'm the one who does the killing. If you want it to continue, you'll speak straight with me.
Leave a knife, take a knife is a great policy.
And I do not like your deception.
I have offered you a chance
Also,
to restore your lost
I think this is the first time we're seeing the apple in a minute.
Fetch it again like some damn dog.
Because there it is.
I'll need to find another. A shame. You showed great potential.
I think if you had another, you'd have sent him long ago. You said the answer to my question would arise when I no longer needed to ask it. So I will not ask. I demand you tell me what binds these men.
Okay.
What you say is true. These men are connected by a blood oath not unlike our own.
Who are they?
Non nobis, domine non nobis.
Templars.
Now you see the true reach of Robert de Sade.
All of these men, leaders of cities, commanders of armies.
All pledge allegiance to his cause.
Their works are not meant to be viewed on their own, are they? But as a whole, what do they desire?
Conquest. They seek the Holy Land not in the name of God, but for themselves.
What of Richard? Salahuddin?
Any who oppose the Templars will be destroyed. Be assured they have the means to accomplish it.
Then they must be stopped.
That is why we do our work, Altair. To ensure a future free of such things.
Why did you hide the truth from me?
That you might pierce the veil yourself. Like any task, knowledge precedes action. Information learned is more valuable than information given. Besides, your recent behavior had not inspired much confidence.
I see.
Altair, your mission has not changed. Merely the context within which you perceive it.
And armed with this knowledge, I might better understand those Templars that remain.
Is there anything else you want to know?
What about the treasure Malik retrieved from Solomon's temple? Robert seemed desperate to have it back.
In time, Altair, all will become clear. Just as the role of the Templars has revealed itself to you, so too will the nature of their treasure. For now, take comfort in the fact that it is not in their hands, but ours.
If this is your desire.
Treasure from God aliens.
You are restored another rank. Take back your weapon.
Which is...
Use it to bring honor to the Brotherhood. Altair, before you go...
Yes?
How did you know I wouldn't kill you?
Truth be told, Master, I didn't. I took a leap of faith.
The God alien part of this whole series is the thing that starts to get really weird and then feels like it kind of takes things off the rails a little bit. Mostly because, I mean, jumping way far ahead, most of the story of Assassin's Creed Odyssey that like actually matters takes place inside of a massive DLC that entirely happens inside of a God alien flash forward, which is a lot. It's a lot. But for now, we get to stay anchored in what's happening here, where we are headed very quickly into the arms of, man, the assassins are really bad at like not getting betrayed. This is a problem. Everybody kind of like everybody's kind of bad at not getting stabbed in the back, because I'll tell you, I feel like at that point, he should have gotten a read. You know, that conversation didn't go great, right? That conversation, you know, I get it. Like it could have gone worse, could have gone better, but like things aren't about to go well for you, and I feel like it's not hard to see that coming. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And maybe I'm giving him too little credit here as the guy who's consistently running over people with horses. But you know, just a thing that I've been thinking about in terms of the like, we're heading into, I think we're on track. You know, it's 9:03. I think we are on track to get out of Act 2 today, to get this second assassination in Jerusalem out of the way, and then yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
To block your pursuers, break their line of sight.
All right. Diving in. Let's see. Going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. Do. Sorry, that one was a little bit on purpose. Not like entirely on purpose, but it was kind of funny. Anyway, off the horse. Hiding with the priests into the city. But so at this rate, I think that we are probably about 2 weeks. We have probably 2 more weeks inside of Assassin's Creed 1. Unless I get really inspired and have some extra time to like do some headway next week, and I don't see that happening. So, but I think we're about 2 weeks away from getting through the end of this one, and then diving into Assassin's Creed 2, and really getting a chance to see what else is up inside of Desmond's story. Whoop, roll in and say hey. And pick up a flag, vamp for time, talk about something else. I don't know. I guess we're at the point where one thing I do have, one of the things I have on my brain is that insanity mode on Mass Effect is a lot easier than I remember it. Is that and I'm wondering if that's an artifact of the re-release, or if it's just that game is easier than I remember it being. Because it's like I'm still dying from time to time, but it's definitely I don't know if is it just me, or is like hard mode not as hard as I remember it? Like is hard mode on older games? What am I trying to say? I don't know. Let's go talk to our friend here.
In peace, Malik.
Word that the city was possessed of either. Why do you trouble me today?
Al-Mualim has marked Majd-ud-Din for death. What can you tell me about him?
Salah's absence has left the city without a proper leader, and Majd-ud-Din has appointed himself to play the part. Fear and intimidation get him what he wants. He has no true claim to the position.
That ends today.
You speak too readily. This is not some slaver we're discussing. He rules Jerusalem and is well protected because of it. I suggest you plan your attack carefully. Get to better know your prey.
With your help, I will. Where would you have me begin my search?
What's this? You're actually asking for my assistance instead of demanding it. I'm impressed.
Be out.
As you wish. Here's where I would look. First, to the southwest near the mosque. After that, head south of here. There are 2 locations that might interest you. The southernmost church is one, the other is in the streets. Near a synagogue.
Thank you for your help, Dad.
Don't foul this, Altair.
This guy does still suck, but not as much. Okie dokie. So, getting back into it. So, to the Middle District. Just west. Do. No. South. No. Okay. Nope. Don't want to sit on the bench. Not gonna sit on the bench. Gonna just go to the south and do my best not to run into people. Okay. So, checking out Jerusalem. Continuing to run around things. Do I have anything else to say about gameplay right now? Not at the minute. Let's see. Excellent. Seriously? Run in a loop. Not catch the flag. Run out of steam. Well. Come on. Anyway. Go on. Down the ladder. Dude, down the... Can you climb down the ladder, please? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Anyway.
Good you came along when you did. And they would have made off with me.
Sorry, guys. I know I'm a little bit quiet. I'm running out of steam a little bit here on our in the 9 o'clock hour. I'm going to try and rally, realizing I forgot my water. Which I think is part of it. So I'm a little dehydrated. Yep. And but I think, you know, once we get into poking around a little bit more, I'll feel a little bit more engaged. Why'd you just shoot an arrow at me? Actually, that's a great question. Okay, let's see if that keeps it from always throwing instructions around what I should be doing in combat. Let's see if that helps to keep the screen a little bit less busy.
Away with you.
Oh no, that's gonna make it so that I can't see what mode I'm in. No, I need that back. I do need that. Ooh. Yeah. That I want. Huh. Anyway. Okay. So let's go chase some flags. Really wish that this was sponsored by 5 Hour Energy.
I'm so glad to see you. In these troubled times, I want to prove myself.
God.
I feel so inadequate when I compare myself to you. I must still
Wow.
Mujduddin's men without a fight. Could you show me the way?
Somebody just hit me with a massive wave of exhaustion.
Very interesting story.
Dang. But that's okay. Okay. We are going to go stealth assassinate some people. We have our hidden blades. We have our targets. We have an ability to walk and talk and think. But apparently not to get around some people. Is that, okay. There it is. Okay. And then trot. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Great. Okay, we got it. We're doing it. Yep, we got one of them. And let's see. And there's the other one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And trot. And hey, look at that. We did it. It's great. Everything's done. Look at that. Like a pro. See, this is a stealth game.
Here is my story lesson. I was thinking to take a step. I overheard 2 scholars praising how easy it was for them to pass the soldiers guarding the entrance of the execution plaza. If you time your entry properly, they could provide a nice distraction for the guards. But I am sure that with your wisdom, you knew that already.
All right. So we're gonna go here. Here's next. All right. Do. All right. Producing high quality content. We're really keeping the viewership engaged, you know, definitely not dropping them like flies. It's all great. Totally cool. No, it's fine. I get it. You know, this is the challenge. You know, it's this is the thing. I gotta get my ass back to improv classes and better storytelling stuff. Cause damn, vibe is off today, guys. That's not on you, that's on me. But that's okay. We're doing all right. We're making good time. We are, gonna get through 2 more investigations. We're gonna get through this assassination, and then we're gonna feel great about moving into next week. Scoochie around the sphere. Doop. Almost there. Come and no, climb back up. Okay. Dude, get. I hate this fucking game. All right. Come on, baby. Get it. There we go. All I gotta do is get this sync point. Come on. There we go. Okay. Up and at 'em. Do the thing. Synchronize. There it is. All right. We're back up. We're doing it. Getting it. Good. All right. Let's go. Do a beat 'em up. Do a pickpocket. Beat the guy. Beat up the guy. Do the thing. Do the thing. Beat the guy.
We might falter. We might fail. Majduddin is here to see that even...
Okay, so I'm going to interrogate this man. And then interrogate this man. Pick a pocket. Do an assassination. Feel excited about things. Good God. Doing a pickpocket. Feeling stuff. Doing things. It's all great. Coochie. Douchey. I don't know. Forget I said that. Wow. Wow. Nope, not him. Nope, not him. There we go. Yeah, that's the guy. Is this sufficiently secluded? I don't remember. I don't know. Yeah, sure. It's mind your business, dude.
Enough.
Anyway.
Dean well?
Better than most.
He seems a bit too righteous. Is the law really so important to him?
What do you think?
I think he hides something.
Okay.
And I think he'll tell me what
yeah.
it is.
Sorry.
All of it.
Need to keep talking.
We are meant to fill the people with fear. The ones he kills, not criminals, but all the same.
That's right. Everybody else just like goes about their business and knows what the deal is. That's what you do.
Those he works for, perhaps. They need the city, though. Controlling it is important to them.
Why?
You'll have to ask him yourself. Attend one of his executions. It's when he's most talkative, addressing the crowd, hands covered in blood.
Then we are done.
Cool. Altair just phase shifted across 6 feet. Fun times. Totally normal. Not eldritch at all. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We just don't worry about it at all. Totally fine. Right, and we're so memory block 4. Oh, right. This is. Oh, right. Majduddin is the. Oh, of course. The executioner. Because, of course, there's always going to be a Templar executioner. It's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now. Because you have to have a bad guy coded to love the killing for the sake of the killing. Guised in the distribution of justice. Fuck. Wait, did I jump to the other side of the pickpocket? Can I target them from here? No. Damn. Right. Can you go up? No, okay. I've made a terrible blunder, a terrible error. Well, I appreciate the three of you who have stuck with us through this.
Did you see the order? He wants us to prepare a stage for another execution.
Today, it's the one at the western edge of Solomon's Temple. I was on my way to now. So much that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice to the city.
Yes, and not this mockery Majd-Addin parades before us.
How? How does something like this happen?
Everyone appointed in Salah ad-Din's stead is met with an untimely end. Now, the position falls to him, me, who was once nothing more than the Emir's scribe.
How convenient. It would not surprise me to learn he was behind these accidents.
Shh! If the guards hear us, we'll be taken for treason. Executed on the very platform we have to repair. Come, let us return to work.
Going to cause trouble.
Is there a reason for this nonsense?
Okay, just waiting. Yes. Come on. Get it. Oh, right. I have to target him to pickpocket. Okay. But we did it. Okay, we got it. Yes. All right. We're there. We done did the thing. All right. Okay.
Stop it, please!
Boom.
Praise God, you've saved me.
Excellent.
The city will know of your sacrifice.
Okay. All right. See, that was good, clean work. We did a pickpocket, a mugging, and some murder, all very quick and easy. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this viewpoint while we're right next to it. And then let's see. Yep. All right. This is one of my favorite viewpoints. This is again, silly little things, but there are a lot of the viewpoints in this game look the same. Like they're all very samey. It's towers on churches and mosques and temples and synagogues, and every once in a while you get these fun ones that are like arches, or like slightly different towers, and the some of them you just like when you notice them, they stick with you, and that's one of those that stuck with me the first time I played the game that has stuck with me ever since. It's a fun one. Doop, doop, doop. All right, back into the bureau. Take the handy dandy ladder. So rarely do we do that, but might as well since we're coming in from the ground. And here we are.
Novice.
I am not a novice.
A man's skill is defined by his actions, not the markings on his robe.
We can trade barbs or do Al-Muallim's work. It's your decision.
Then be
all right
with it.
Jerusalem's regent Majd-Addin is holding a public execution not far from here. It's sure to be well guarded, but it's nothing I can't handle. I know what to do.
And that is why you remain a novice in my eyes. You cannot know anything, only suspect. You must expect to be wrong. You have overlooked something. Anticipate, attire. How many times must I remind you of this?
As you wish. Are we done?
Not quite. There is one more thing. One of the men to be executed is a brother. One of us. Al-Mulim wishes for him to be saved. Do not worry about the actual rescue. My men will take care of it. But you must ensure Mashtudin does not take his life.
I won't give him the chance.
So I hope.
So, little things about the target. I was talking about how this is the classic Templar executioner, but also this is another fictional character made up for, made up for the game. Not really, based on anything actually grounded in history necessarily. So, fun times, but the Templar Executioner is such a classic. It's an oldie but a goodie. Established here and established well. And it's an oldie but a goodie for a reason. Like, we love, any good fantasy series loves an evil executioner, and we love an evil executioner for a reason. It's really easy to see both the corrupting power and evil appeal of executioners as it's as a career that attracts those who are inherently morally, if not corrupt, at least problematic. But also, it's easy to think of building an executioner into a problematized narrative around corrupt justice. If part of what, I think about a D&D, like so much of what we, it's so easy to think about morality in terms of Dungeons and Dragons and the morality system there. And it's so, at this point, it's kind of pat to, think about how the actual morality system of D&D, like lawful good is actually neutral evil and so on and so forth, where the way the original morality structure of Dungeons and Dragons was built, which is, I think, the way a lot of people think about fictional morality, and especially at this time. I literally started moving quickly, guys, especially like at this time when we're thinking about like the mid 2000s. The idea of the sort of overly zealous paladin, the letter of the law justifies anything and everything to ensure that the law is upheld, makes it possible for the executioner character, even when they are coded as being like a little bit too into the idea of killing, to also be framed in a way that has a bent toward a type of justice that I think appeals to a system that's establishing the Templar Order as one attempting to instill justice in what will become the Assassin's Creed mythos. And now we're here. But also we have our executioner who's literally doing the fist pump as they walk on stage. It's kind of wild.
Silence! I demand silence! People of Jerusalem, hear me well. I stand here today to deliver a warning. There are malcontents among you. They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. Tell me, is this what you desire? To be mired in deceit and sin? To live your lives in fear? Then you wish to take action? Your done pleases me. This evil must be turned. Only then can we hope to be redeemed. This is not justice. Who do you take yourself for? And all of you stand idle. Complicit in this crime. Then curse you all! See how the evil of one man spreads to corrupt others? They sought to instill fear and doubt within you.
Sunday. Discount tents.
Here now are four filled with sin. The harlot, the thief, the heretic. Let God's judgment be brought down upon them all!
I mean, okay, I can't remember. Wait. No, why? What? I just I didn't do anything. Where did the dude go? Did he just auto attack me because the cutscene ended? What the fuck just happened? Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to remember what I was listening to recently. About talking about I cannot remember. So I cannot remember the source of this information, but what I found very interesting about that cutscene is how executions are like these public, these basically executions are these public shows, and that in France, sort of at the tail end of executions being a thing, they literally had to. I will come back to this.
It's only just begun.
Tell me, what's your part in it? Do you intend to defend yourself as the others have and explain away your evil deeds?
The Brotherhood wanted the city. I wanted power. There was an opportunity.
An opportunity to murder innocents.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt order. In this, I do agree with the Brotherhood.
You'd kill people simply for believing differently than you.
Of course. I killed them because I could. Because it was fun. You know what it feels like to determine another man's fate?
I mean, fucking obviously, I have a knife inside of you.
The way they feared me. I was like a god. You'd have done the same if you could.
I mean, also, obviously not. Because...
Once, perhaps. But then I learned what becomes of those who lift themselves above others.
And what is that?
Here, let me show you.
All right, so I cannot remember the source of this. I was listening to a podcast recently discussing how towards the tail end of public executions in France, they were so rowdy, both with people coming out to watch public executions and people coming out to protest and attempt to stop public executions, that they had to empty police garrisons, and they were so they had to empty them so thoroughly that as the executions were happening, people were literally just robbing the police stations blind, like literally just going in and taking everything that was not nailed down in the police stations during these executions, because every officer had to be pulled to man the execution. So yeah, fun to see that play out here, because the fact is, it is a really, like, it is spectacle. It's startling. It's astounding. It's I've never been to one. I hope never to go to one. But I could imagine it being truly, if historical records are to be believed, it was the big show. It was like akin to a major sporting event in the way it was like people turned out, and you know, those who felt that justice was being done were, you know, there to cheer on the enforcement of justice, and those who were there to you know, disrupt the proceedings were there to do so vocally and sometimes violently. And you know, that's part of the, it's nice to at least see that play out here in a nice microcosmy way. Yeah. And now I'm going to flee and hope like hell that I can disappear. No. Come on. Okay, there we go. Whew. All right. My dear friend who hates me, let's talk. Wait.
So I have heard.
For a hot second, I thought that cutscene was broken.
Surely I have failed in some spectacular fashion.
You performed as an assassin should. No more, no less.
Excellent.
For merely doing as told, however, troubles me.
Okay.
It seems everything I do troubles you.
Reflect on it.
Oh yeah.
But do so on your way back to Masyaf. Your work here is done.
This game definitely has fall damage. It is very easy to die from falling.
Fast forwarding to a more recent one.
Yes, we have, and yes, you can. Partial fall damage is a thing. Fall damage is pretty, the curve is pretty high, so we're only now starting to see partial fall damage. And I think we're about to get booted out of the Animus, so buckle up for some more cutscenes. I'll try to time my talking over them appropriately.
Get up. Whatever you say, Doc. I'm ending the session. I'll be right there.
Back when cell phones had buttons.
Yes. No. Everything's Denver. Don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Mile. What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Minix a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so long. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats. Sat around drinking beer, plotting world domination. Lizard people.
No. Except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nut jobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy.
Cell phones with buttons.
I need to speak with you. Get up here, now.
On my way, Doctor. I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. Answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look.
I also miss buttons. This is also, she would have, this is, I'm pretty sure this is peak Veronica Mars for her. So that would be her other big credit. And you can, I think you can, like, that comes through in the performance here a little bit, I think.
I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't leave. And I can't leave until you're in your room.
you know, sort of the sort of I'm hate to use the phrase spunky espionage, but I think it's appropriate in sort of the way the performance comes through is spunky espionage. But yeah, so now we are going to break out for a minute. We're going to go read some of Vidic's emails, see what's going on there, and then check some things out. But his emails, indeed, because I have his pen now. His magic code pen. It's very funny to me that they basically imported Star Wars code cylinders. It's very funny. So let's check out deleted island items first. I know what you're doing. I know what you did. I saw him. He had a metal ball. It opened. They went crazy, shooting, stabbing, tore each other to pieces. I know it was you people. Saw the logo, heard the name. I'm going to tell anyone who will listen. You'll be exposed. They'll know the truth, and then you will pay, you crazy bastards. You'll pay. This is from a fun unknown sender. Let's see. Classified information. Oh yeah, this is the we read this a couple weeks ago. Basically, the very normal NDA. I mean, unfortunately, we're all now probably very familiar with this. This is the sent email that we know was in. Yep, we've seen both of these before. This is sort of fun internal consistency, basically reminding us that we've seen these connected to Lucy's email before. So this is fun. This is 2007. Global warming, you know, an inconvenient truth is out in the world. So here's a reference to global warming inside of inside of the game, and a subtle tie-in to, you know, an implication that is somehow tied into Abstergo, which means it's somehow tied into Templar and Templar technology, which means it's somehow tied into these like future tech alien things, which is fun and interesting, and kind of weird. We will get into this more as we go. Which is fun. I'd forgotten that there is a climate change angle to a lot of this that plays through, that isn't a deep one, but is there. Let's see. They're drilling in the Antarctic. That's fun. And then this is Vidic getting yelled at by Rickon, who is attached to Leela Marino's death. We talked about that a little bit when we read those emails the first time. So just fun little flavor there. Like, it's the kind of thing where if you missed it, you know, it was very exciting the first time I read through all those, where it's just like, oh man, this is deep and it has, you know, it has depth and all this fun stuff. And it's like, no, it does, but it's also like, none of this is really super duper important to anything else that's going on inside of the game. Anyway, So no other new emails. So now we are at a place where we can dive back in and do some more running around, or we can move on and do some more cuts. Really, at this point, we've got about 45 minutes left. If we dive back in now, we're going to be able to do some more cutscenes and some more unfogging going into the next round. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's, because I don't think we can get into this room. I don't think we ever get into this room. No, we don't ever get into this room. And I definitely remember how this game works. Totally. Right. Alrighty. Okay. Having a bit of a lie down, a morning ambulation. I don't know why, like, my impulse is always to immediately just checking here. It's so silly and human in like a weird, like, they put a bathroom in the game and there's no reason for you to ever go into the bathroom, but it's like every time they're like, you wake up.
Missed you this morning, Doc. Get in the Animus.
No interacting with Lucy. Okay, we're going to dive straight in because he's pissed and everybody's angry. There's just no reason for you to ever go into the bathroom. And yet. Let me see if it'll let me reload the memory. It will. So, that's good. That means that I think when we come back, oh, shut up. Right. And then because the apple's here and there's one more. Okay, right. Because I think there's one more break between. Okay. So if we do want to come back, I'm just poking around to see that if we were so inclined to come back and do things in other memories. Sorry, just shaking my hips out because I need to get a more comfortable office chair for long stretches. That we can.
I am, but I'd speak with you first.
I have questions. Ask them. I'll do my best.
The merchant king of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Mejdedin in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder...
Answers for all.
These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out
It's wide. It's wide. Wild that they called it the apple.
Poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it. Whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are 2 more Templars who require your attention. One in Akka, known as Sibran. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert de Sable is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
Okay. And now we are... up and ready to go. Yes. Keep running into people. Gonna keep doing the thing. Onward and upward and away. All right. So, on we go to Damascus. And I think today what we're going to do in Damascus is just get through viewpoints and start investigating. So maybe, oh man, who knows? Let's see. We've got about half an hour before I'm going to start turning into a pumpkin, and I can see that the stream is starting to get a little crunchy, and I don't want that to be as much of a limiting factor because I know that's no fun for you guys to watch. But, you know, I'm feeling a little bit more of a second wind. I've learned my lesson. I made a mistake, which is I left my big ol' cup of water upstairs, and it turns out that if I let myself get dehydrated on stream, I get all sleepy. And so, you know, I need to do a better job of remembering my checklist on days where I'm a little just a little, it's a slightly EP stream, mildly EP in the stream, but you know, hey, look, we're making such great progress, and like I'm now remembering all of the things. Like it feels, I feel it. I'm so excited. Like this game is fun, but this game is like playing this game is just making me so excited about getting to Assassin's Creed 2 because like I'm remembering the puzzles. I'm remembering like the weird cipher puzzles that you guys are gonna get to watch me struggle through. Like it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so silly and weird. Like that game, the games get so weird for a while in a little bit. And I just can't, I truly cannot wait. It's going to be such a good time. We're going to have so much fun with it. It's like, it really is. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so good. Truly, it's just going to be phenomenal. So I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. But for now, we're going to go back to here's the thing. We're going to start with Damascus because the other thing is it's always nice to start with our friendliest bureau. Our friend here who truly does want us to succeed. He likes us. He really likes us. As opposed to, you know, our elderly friend who, you know, tolerates us, and our non-friend who understandably begrudges us for costing him his arm. You know, again, Altair kind of sucks. Kind of a little bit. But hey, we're heading into the home stretch.
That won't happen here.
Started that too low. Okay, we've made it through, and we're off. All right. Cool. Make them dropping the things. It's another time for me to sing in the... Yeah. Go for me, Ipanema, and then Speed Racer. Just, hitting the classics. They really should make a Speed Racer video game. It's kind of unfortunate that they haven't. Nope. Like, Speed Racer video game, I feel like... Stop me if I've he's a demon on wheels, and I feel like I've told this story already on stream, but if I haven't, maybe not. So Speed Racer, I went with a friend to see Speed Racer in theaters, and we were stone cold sober, but it was one of those movies where it was like the middle of the afternoon, like during the summer, and it was really, really hot outside. It was like 100 degrees outside, and it was very cold in the theater. And so between like the thermal shock and the like visual experience of watching Speed Racer, I felt physically high that entire time. And it was a truly magical experience. Like, it was like truly amazing. And now let's talk to our friend.
Of Damas. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Ah, Salahadin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense, if you ask me. All this talk of paths and new worlds.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of matters. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
Okay, let's go start researching Jubair. And all right. Let's go check it out. And so Jubair, things to know. I'm gonna go get this viewpoint because it's far away, and we already got the 2 targets in that I was trying to get in tonight, and so everything else today is gravy. Jubair is another fictional character, as far as I can tell. But again, we're in the realm of setting up our required baddie archetypes that we are going to be leveraging. What were you standing on there, dude? That we're going to be leveraging through the remainder of through much of the series. And so Jubair as the scholar, like the evil sort of scholar, is a necessary Templar archetype, and also is kind of like the Doctor was in the in Act 1, is kind of a Vidic fill in catch, stand in here. And we'll see that a little bit. He also reminds me of just because I'm gonna, continue to be a Star Wars nerd on stream. He reminds me a lot of, for those who are familiar with Rebels season 4, the anthropologist who holds Sabine prisoner at the excavation site, like just sort of the Emperor's archaeologist. It's, very, very much in the, like, I'm here and I'm evil and knowledge. I'm pursuing knowledge for the sake of evil control. And that's my whole deal. And, is it a little bit corny and a little bit played out? Yeah, sure. But like, are we going to squint at it too hard and be mad at it? No, not at all. It's, it's fun. And I think, it's also fun. It's a fun late game villain here as the actual villain is getting unmasked going into the end of this game. That was weird. Are you guys still playing the chicken game? Is that still a thing that's happening? Because I heard that was like a truly addictive, truly addictive experience, which has kept me very actively avoiding it, because it seems like something that I would not be able to put down, and it would be bad for my brain. Also, why did you just jump through that stall? That was really weird, I'll tell you. Also, while we still have no word on when the Forge is going to arrive, I am this weekend we are starting to make progress on clearing out we are clearing out the space in the backyard for where the hutch is going to go. Oh no, sorry. There's a mobile or browser game that is literally about chickens that some folks have been playing, that has been like addictive to the point of like, I know some folks who have like brought it up in therapy and had their therapist be like, yeah, maybe don't play the chicken game. Yeah, no, I was thinking like the chicken game, not like the chicken game as in like the business of chickens, but the chicken game as in like there's an actual browser chicken game, the name of which I do not know for my own safety. Because those browser games, it's kind of like how I don't play like Cookie Clicker anymore, just because it's bad for my brain. Actually, like, I don't really play games on my phone anymore because it's bad for my brain. Like, same with Arena. MTG Arena was like really not good for my mental health, just because like it's too much of the gambly part of Magic, and yeah. Well, legally you can't own chickens in DC. Like I'm the chicken coop thing is like not, it's not a thing. Dude, run away. What are you? Yeah, no. Go, no. Throw him and then stop it. There we go. Run away. Okay. Run away. Run away. Run away. Okay. Could you like, anyway, No. Climb. Get over. Sorry. That took a surprising amount of focus. Yeah. I feel like, you know, ADHD and a lot of things go well together. Oh, that's right. I was going to try using a higher dosage of my meds on stream days because I am an early riser with the dogs, and I thought that might be like useful because I can do that. You know, man, so many things. It's just how can you keep them all straight? Just falling face first off of the fucking building like an idiot. Dude, could you perhaps be better at swords? Like that. Yes, there we go. Yes, and a murder, and another one, and another one. Okay, one more. Okay, now climb. Okay. And climb again, and climb again. It's really fun. It's like I don't want to. It's almost like I'm trying intentionally to not get this viewpoint, which is not the case. Okay. No, I suffer fall damage. No one else suffers fall damage. It's just me. I'm the one who pays. Yeah. We're like, cause we're also in the, like, we're in the era of game that has like a like some has like some intense mechanical inconsistency between player character and enemy and other sort of like damage distribution. It's it's kind of a wild thing, but anyway. Well, it's also funny how it would be really easy for them to, even though they don't make money in any way mechanical in this game, it would have been very easy for them to like make money. Like, they don't have a currency mechanic. They could have made money like a useful interactive mechanic to be like, yes, throw it, distract the people who keep like harassing you. And it's like, nah, we're just going to let them keep harassing you. Oh, come. But I wanted to be on that building. But how do I get up there? I want to be up there. But yes, as you saw, I just took it's the next one. Like, this is the thing. So much of the stuff that I think many of us think about as like being kind of like load bearing. So many of the things that I think about being load bearing to Assassin's Creed are actually Assassin's Creed 2. Like aerial assassination. Assassin's Creed 2, like throwing money and distracting, assassinating from a bench or from hiding or from a hay bale. Like, those are all Assassin's Creed 2. And it's yeah. Those are things that I am very excited to get into as we get there. Now we're going to go pickpocket. We're going to get some information. And then we're going to start approaching the end of the game.
Please, I must go. This letter must be delivered, and I cannot risk upsetting him.
Listen to yourself. You are his puppet. this task and join us in our fight?
No. I have a wife and child to think of.
Which is exactly why I've come to you. Is this the kind of world you want your son brought up in?
It will pass. If you just wait, he'll stop. Everything will go back to normal.
Every day, more is lost, and no way to reclaim what's taken. There will be no going back. You know this to be true.
Enough. I am leaving.
Don't mind me, I'm just praying. Don't mind me, I'm just praying. Damn. Don't mind me, I'm sitting on a bench. Alright, fine. Let's see, where is her? Fine. Don't mind me, I'm running around the block because I fucked that up. Man, you would think I was better at this. I feel like most days I am better at this. Okay. I'm just totally normal knife monk out here doing my knife monk things. Targeting this game was incredibly frustrating, especially because it targeting was also overly sticky. Like, you didn't automatically stop targeting once you finished. And targeting was also the only way that you can interact with people. It's really frustrating. But
I heard Joubert's elite want you dead. I was about to go after them, but my back is hurting too much. You should take care of it. I'll wait for you here, and we can have a quick talk about the things I know. Be fast, though. I am in pain.
My back hurts, I can't is very 30s coded. 30s coded assassin right here. Oh, what the? Wait, what is happening? Okay, what's happening is I have two boop-a-doo. All right, nope. She's so hungry. She doesn't have any money. This guy. Come on. No, don't push me. I need to do a murder. Let me do my job. I just need to do my work. My work happens to be murder. And then a guy pushes me into somebody, and now I have to fucking do the... God damn it. You know... it used to be that when a guy was trying to just do a simple, clean murder, it was just easier. It was just easier, and you just did it. But now, you know, fine. Anyway, we're just not going to, you know what, for this, we're not going to do that informant. It's fine. Again, there's no reason for us to do the 100% on this. We're just gonna, you know, we're going to find a different one. We're going to get through these last two investigations tonight, and then we're going to be all set to start off the next we're gonna go this other viewpoint. Like, yeah, we're on perfect timing. We're on perfect pace. We're gonna get through two more investigations that aren't that one, which sucks. That's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna start off at a good running pace next week. It's going to be great. It's going to be great because next week we'll start off with a bang. We're going to start off with a hit. Just fucking kick it. And then, yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're going to hit the ground running. It's going to be momentum from the start. Which means I'll make a point of starting with at least a little bit more. I'll start with, cause I know that most folks can't get on until about 8. I'll make a point of kicking things off by doing a little bit more investigating, doing at least like one more of the investigations, just so that I can buy everybody some time and get my sea legs under me, remind everybody what happened this week, and then we'll be able to dive in. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so awesome. Who am I convincing? Me. I'm convincing myself of this. That's what's happening. It's all great. It's all great. Anyway, let's go beat the shit out of this guy. Who's this guy? I don't know, but let's go find him and beat the shit out of him. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time.
A false prophet of their lies. But then the way was made clear to Jubair. He saw what must be done. Understood it fell to him, having learned
Nope.
the truth. Spread it.
There we go.
He was shown the way, so was I. And I
Whoa.
will show you as well. Jubair sees things the way they truly are. Sees the poison you carry in your hearts and mind.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cast it out. Remove all texts from your homes and schools. Give them to us. They must be destroyed.
Let's go beat up this man. Especially because, I mean, that was some bullshit that guy was saying. That was just some absolute horseshit. Oh, hi, Moose. Moose sighting on stream. Yes, hello. This is Moose the cat. Right, because targeting is impossible to see when I'm actually, like, isolated.
I don't know you. Leave me alone.
I don't know you, leave me alone. No, I'm going to deck you. I just like, these guys are just like, I'm going to beat you up. But it's fair.
Not the answer, my child.
In this we agree. So speak and I may stay my place.
Okay.
What does your master intend? Why destroy all this knowledge?
We lay the stones to the road of hope. Soon men will travel. It leads to a better tomorrow.
We're almost there.
You are blind.
We're almost there.
On these parchments, they are poison. Jubair holds the cure.
Exactly. Just here to beat the living shit out of you. Face punching, punching your face.
I see the world for what it truly is. He has shown me so much. I am illuminated.
Fanatic is all you are, and dangerous for it.
Do what you must. It changes nothing. We are not afraid.
You should be.
My biggest problem is the, like, I don't feel bad about killing them. I just feel bad about lying to them about killing them. Like that's like the big thing is, like, you know, just like, okay.
I know you're here somewhere.
I just, you know, I don't know. It's also one of those weird things where, well, it doesn't matter. It really and truly does not matter. Just gonna go find this last There we go. We're gonna go find
I
some.
must prepare my family for the trip back to the safety of Masayef this afternoon. Could you finish my last assignment in exchange for information? Some men must be eliminated in Jubair's quarter. Be fast, my friend.
Oh, this sucks too. 5 stealth assassinations. Is this worth doing? I mean, I guess. Yeah, so there's one. I don't hate it. Let's see if I... Okay, cool. So I remember...
Favor with us. May grant us victory.
Okay, and then trot. Just gotta be careful not to bump into anybody. Okay. Yeah, so this is the thing. Like everybody, so this is we again. This is the games move away from this, and as we get further and further in, we do talk. They do start to talk about why this is part of what happened. Part of the justification inside of the assassin mythos is that the master assassins were white because their kills were so clean, unlike that the fact that they were white wouldn't give them away. It was just sort of like it was a flex. I mean, I think it is really and truly the answer there is that it was meant to be kind of a flex, and it was like both a comment of like the idea of purity, like of purity of intent, and also a commentary on their skill. If memory of the lore serves. Well, climb the fucking tower then, my dude. If you want to get away, climb faster. Why you can make that jump parkour harder. All right. Well, what I think I'm realizing is that if I can kill this Templar, what might be happening is that it might be time to call it a night. I think it could be that I'm just simply losing all of the edge, any capacity that remained in me to be like at all capable at anything, just slipping quickly away. No, break the jump. No, yeah, grab, break, stab. No, don't throw him, kill him. So, which is not too bad because it's like, we've made it to the 10:30 mark. If I can get through this fight, I'll climb this tower so that it's a little bit quieter while I'm spieling at the end. Not that I need to actually give the spiel to anybody on here, but okay, there we go. Not too bad. All right. So, really, who the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you? I mean, come on, seriously, whoever the fuck you are. Come on, okay. Anyway, beset upon all sides by fools and vagabonds. What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, yeah. So it's like 10:26. We've had a really productive stream. Check this out. We got through 2 assassinations and we're 2 out of 3 investigations into this first of our 2 targets for next week. So like we're in awesome shape. Who knows, we might even get through not just the 2 targets next week, but into sort of the beginning of the end game. So I think we're in really, really great shape to oh yeah, no, fuck it, we're going to do this eavesdrop. We're in really, really great shape to get there. And since we are, it's 10:27, we got time. We're going to do this eavesdrop, and then we're going to be able to start off next week with diving all the way in and just fucking taking it all the way, because I'm really feeling the itch. The more we talk about it, the more okay, we're not going to do this eavesdrop. I'm gonna climb this fucking thing to get out of sight of these attacking Jamokes and get this fucking sync point and call it, because apparently I can't even jump off a tower without starting a fight. At this point, my brain is so cooked. Cheesy pizzas, guys. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and spending your Thursday with us here at Falcon Fictive. I don't know what this voice is or why I'm doing it, but if you're not already, for some inexplicable reason, follow us on Instagram at Falcon Fictive, TikTok Falcon Fictive, everywhere at Falcon Fictive. If there's a place you think we should be and we're not, let us know and we will be there in the future. And thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna try and get better about getting the recaps of the stream up pretty quickly, so that getting the full streams up pretty quick. So hopefully that'll be up tomorrow, so that folks can watch it over the weekend if they want to, if you missed part of it. And then, we'll make sure to have the recap up by next Wednesday. So if you want to catch up on the short version, which at this point is like 15 to 20 minutes, but is still a short version, it'll be there for you too. I really appreciate everybody who's been tuning in for this first game. I think I mentioned this on an earlier stream, or at least I've mentioned it to folks who I've talked to on the Discord or on other spaces about it. This is kind of like Assassin's Creed is the project is this sort of historiography, and Assassin's Creed, the first game, has a lot of that, but I'm very excited to get into playing Assassin's Creed 2 and the other games, because I think that's where they really find their feet. And there's a lot more going on there. I think we're going to have a lot more fun. I think there's going to be a lot more to do in each of the streams. The collectibles and really the exploration and puzzles will add a lot to what we're doing every day. It's not just fighting. The investigations are a little bit more involved. So it's going to be more interesting. And so I appreciate staying with it. Once we get into starting to tee up after the next 2 weeks, I would love for folks, some of you have been helping with a lot, but I'd love for folks to help just spread the word a little bit as we get into Assassin's Creed 2, because I think those are going to be a little bit more accessible, a little bit more fun. The flow is going to be a little bit easier. I will shoot caffeine into my veins to make sure that I'm like a much more engaged and ready to go person. So anyway, stay dry for those who are on the East Coast dealing with rain. Everybody else, I hope things are going okay. Keep holding up as the weeks are long, and enjoy the long weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye.